Hello, we are live. Let's see who's gonna come to the live today for our second day of challenge. Hello, welcome. Welcome everyone. Let me write here the topic of this live. The live today. Hello, Felipe. Hello, Certa Patrícia. Welcome. Hello, Gil Nascimento, Wagner Lana, welcome, welcome everybody. Let me just write here the topic of the live today. Day 2 challenge. So, how are you guys doing? How has been quarantine for you guys? Let me know here in the comments. I want to know. Books. Yes. Okay. Here you go. Gisele, César, Débora, Fernanda, Rafa, Prado Rose, Le Mendes, Moon Landing, Thaís Borsato, M. Reza. I don't know if this is your name. Semaleti Nogun. Hello. Hello, Sparrow. Hello, Lu Tavares. Nessi. Hello. Welcome everyone to this live today. I just wrote here in the comments, the topic of our live today is our second day of Approach at Home challenge. So yesterday we shared with all of you some tips for TV shows, movies, documentaries, but we do have more recommendations today. And today the topic is books. So I want to know, first of all, do you like books? Do you like reading? Wow, this filter is kind of nice. I like it. Who here is a reader? Who here likes to read? And read a lot, and I want to know how many books can you read in a month? Let me know here in the comments. So Felipe Castro is saying yes, Patricia, yes, Kimberly, yes, I do, Certa, yes, Silab, I am, who's saying of course. That's so good, so great to hear that. So how many books can you read in a day? Oh, not in a day, in a month. How many books can you read in a month? Let me know here in the comments below. Because some people, they have a hard time at finding time to read, right? And so Felipe Castro is saying, I read about 3 books per month. Wow, that's a lot, really. I can only read maybe a book a month because I also study at a college. So we also have lots of things to read there. I don't have a lot of time. Cesar, I may be going to a wrong way, but I have no time. I totally get. I read a lot, but I read a lot of stuff for my college. So usually it's not the books that I want to read, you know. Sila, maybe 5 books a month. Oh my gosh. Emin, 0. Who's saying 1 book? That's good. That's good. Certa, 2 to 3 books. Cesar, sorry. Felipe Castro, it depends on the amount of pages. Yes, true. Yeah, definitely. Have you tried audiobooks? Audiobooks, have you tried that? Because this is a very good feature for all of you who don't have time to read. So let me see if I can show you here. So I have here my iPad. There is this app, Audible. Let me sign here with my account. I have the account in my phone. So I can try to show you how it works. I log in with my Amazon account, and you can basically listen to the books while you're driving, while you are cooking, while you are, I don't know, having lunch alone, instead of spending the time watching a movie or maybe watching TV. You can spend the time listening to the book. So Gisele Bündchen's book, I have the copy of the book at home, but I didn't read. I listened to the book. Let me get the book just a second, so you can see. So this is the book. Do you know Gisele Bündchen? Gisele Bündchen is a Brazilian model. She is very famous, and she's also married to a very famous quarterback here in the United States called Tom Brady. He unfortunately left the Patriots. It was a pain for all of us here in New England, here in the United States, but she's pretty, and she has this book here called Lessons, My Path to a Meaningful Life. So this book here, actually, I did not read the book. Let me show you how many pages. I did not read the book, but I listened. See, I'm gonna show you here. See here? I listened, finished. I listened to the book entirely, and it was very nice because it was with her voice, Gisele Bündchen's voice. She was reading her own book, and I could listen while I was at the gym or driving or in the train. That saves a lot of time. So let me see here. Samuel, change please. Change what? I don't know what you're talking about. Who's saying I'm so lazy? I know. Kimberly, 4 books per month? Wow, that's a lot. Cesar, I've been using podcasts at a time. It's a very good option as well, but the difference is podcasts are, you know, just people talking to you. They are not books, right? But you can actually find the book in audio, and it's very, very good for you to exercise and listen to it. It's very interesting. I have time for books. If I have times for books, yes, sometimes we need to make time as well. Patricia, just one. At least one. Don't think like that. At least you read one a month. That's good. Kimberly, but just 4 in Brazil. Here 2 to 3. It's still very good. Good job. Hello, marhaba. Hi, how are you? I'm good, thanks. How are you? Where are you from? I'm from Brazil. Let me see. How long are you studying in New England? For about 4 years now, I think. Hello, everyone. My pink, beautiful girl. This is my mom, okay? Let me see here. Have you read Khalid Hussein's book? No, I have not read this book. So let's go for the recommendations. Please write down here a book that you recommend and why. Why do you recommend this book? And while you write your recommendations, I'm going to share with you my recommendations, okay? So I have here 3 recommendations. of books for people who don't have time to read or who are lazy. Okay, why? Because the books are small, and also when you open the book, there is not a lot of text. Let me show you. So it's more like that. Quotes, and then there is a little bit of like book, but it's not a lot. See? So you can easily read that in maybe 1-2 days. Okay, see, it's not a lot of text, but it's from the same author, and those books are very, very inspiring. Like, I love this series of books, and I love this author, and especially now during quarantine, if you want to read in English and practice your English, I really recommend this kind of book here. And I'm going to show, just don't worry, I'm going to read all the comments, okay? I'm going to talk about the books, but I'll be back to the comments. I'm going just to turn my camera so you can read the book. I know that with the other camera you can't. So the book is this. The first book is Still Like an Artist, 10 Things Nobody Told You About Being Creative. And the author is this here, Allston. The second book is the second, it's like a 3-step book. The first one is the one I just showed. This is the second one. Show Your Work, 10 Ways to Share Your Creativity and Get Discovered. As you can see, all these books are New York Times bestsellers. So this is also a short book with not a lot of text, so you can easily read that. You can easily read that in 1 or 2 days and practice your English. The third book is Keep Going, 10 Ways to Stay Creative in Good Times and Bad. And as you can see here, those are the 10 steps that he talks about. Don't stop now. Every day is a Groundhog Day. Build a bliss station. Forget the noun. Do the verb. Make gifts. The ordinary extra attention equals the extraordinary. Slay the art monsters. You are allowed to change your mind. When in doubt, tie it up. Demons hate fresh air. Plant your own garden. So, those are my recommendations. 3 books that you can easily read because there is not a lot of text, but you're going to get very inspired. Especially during quarantine, people tend to have a lot of free time, but how can you use this free time to be creative? So this is the first one. You're gonna learn how you can be creative, because some people think that creativity is a gift that only some people have and others don't have, but it's not true. Everyone here in this live stream today is creative. So you just need to learn how to develop this skill. And then the second book, you're going to learn how you can be creative online and share your work and get discovered, because today you can have an online business, an online platform to share your creativity, to share your work, and probably even make money with that. But for you to do that, you need to know the strategies you can follow to get discovered online. So this is the other book, very small as well, but very, very interesting. And then once you get discovered online, you need to keep going. You cannot give up, because there are difficult moments here for us who have an Instagram, who are creative, or maybe who work online, have its own business. There are bad times, and we need to learn how to keep going. So those are my 3 recommendations. Let's check the recommendations here in the comments. Let me see. Awesome. 4, it's almost a life. It's almost a little life there. Yes. Okay, let me see. Felipe, I recommend How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's a classical book. Yes, I have heard about this book. It's a very, very famous one, and I really want to read that. I'm gonna even write this down here. I've heard, I think it's a blue cover, right, Felipe? Cesar, it's a shame to be lazy. Yes, but you can always start now, right? Today. So if you're feeling lazy, why don't you start with 1 page a day? I think sometimes we say that we don't have time, but if you stop and create a small goal for yourself to follow every day. So let's say this book here. This book has 200 pages, okay? 200 pages. Make a goal for yourself. Read 1 page a day, but maybe you're gonna get hooked up with the book. You're gonna be very interested in the topic of the book, and maybe you're gonna read 2, 3, 5 pages a day. And that's how you start, you know. You need to make small goals for yourselves. Avi is saying Rich Dad, Poor Dad. That's a classical as well. I read that in Portuguese when I was in Brazil. Really, really good. I recommend it. Let me see. Hello, everyone who are coming to the live today. Today's challenge day 2. And we're sharing our recommendations of books. Paula, size 12 is not fat. I know it seems silly, but it's actually about solving crimes and self-acceptance. Wow. Very interesting. And that's interesting as well. Like, this is not the type of the book I would buy and read, because I personally like self-development books. So I want to know here today, what is the type of book you like? I want to know, because I personally like to read self-development books, but that book sounds so interesting that because someone is recommending me that book, probably I would read it. So Helena Souza, what is going on? Fontaine Araújo, I'm Brazilian. Send a hug to Brazil. Big hug to Brazil, my country. Big hug to Brazil. Also, I want to give a big hug to Turkey. A lot of Turkish people are here today as well. So please stay safe. I know we are in the middle of this pandemic, and it's not an easy moment, right? We need to stay safe, we need to stay at home, and hopefully this will soon pass. But that's why we are trying to do this challenge here to, you know, make sure we feed our brain and our minds, our bodies with good, positive thoughts, good, positive things, okay? So that's why we're doing this challenge. Today is the second day of the challenge. Tomorrow we will be back with more for you. So join us in the conversation. You can join us by posting a picture on your Instagram with your recommendation of the day, and use the hashtag approach at home. You can also tag us. We're going to share your tip, and hopefully people will get inspired and will watch, read, do all of your recommendations. Okay, so let's see. Patricia is saying, I like Agatha Christie's books. I don't know this author. Can you tell me one book that you wrote that you really liked and why? Luciana Barbiero is saying, Daring Greatly by Brené Brown. I love Brené Brown. I have not read any book written by her, but I have watched many TED Talks, also her documentary on Netflix, The Call to Courage, and it's awesome. I really recommend it to all of you. Luciana Barbiero, The Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. I do have this book at home. Very, very good. Really recommended. Marisa, you are here. So cool. She's saying, show again the book, please. Yes, I'm going to show, okay? So the first book is this one. Very, very good for you who want to practice your English with a short book, easy to read, not a lot of pages. Let me show you how I read books. So the way I read, I write notes for myself. I also see, just a second. I write notes for myself and I write on the book. I really love doing that. So this is an easy book to read, and I'm going to share with you again. Still Like an Artist, 10 Things Nobody Told You About Being Creative by Allston. I really love this book. You can find those books for maybe $10 on Amazon. The second book is Show Your Work, 10 Ways to Share Your Creativity and Get Discovered. Same author. It's the second book. So first you read the black, then you read the yellow, and then you are going to read the blue. And the blue one is Keep Going, 10 Ways to Stay Creative in Good Times and Bad. I love those books, especially this one. I read this book, Keep Going, in a moment that I was trying to recover from a burnout, and it was very, very inspiring. So I really recommend that. And I know that those books are available in different languages. So if you don't want to read them in English, you can find this book in other languages. I found this book on any site in Brazil. Yes, you will. I've seen so many Brazilian bloggers reading this book here in Portuguese. I don't know if you can find it in English, but definitely you can find it in Portuguese. About those two, I'm not sure, but probably yes, because this one I've seen Brazilian bloggers reading this book in Portuguese. One thing that I can share with you is if you have an iPad or maybe an iPhone or any type of smartphone and you download the app Kindle, you can download the app Kindle. Let me show you. So this is the app Kindle, okay, see? And if you want to pay a subscription here in the United States for Kindle, I'm not sure how much it is now, but it's very interesting. because you can just read all the books in English. All the books that are available in the United States, you can download in your Kindle. Or if you don't want to pay for the subscription, with the Kindle app, you can pay for digital books that you can read everywhere in the world. So you can just buy online if you want to read it in English, okay? Kimberly, I recommend Jurassic Park. Wow, I didn't know there was the book. I know the movie, but I didn't know there was the book as well. Marisa said, yes, good idea. Kindle app is definitely a good idea for you who are not in the United States but want to read in English or want to read the books that are available here for us, okay? Felipe Castro, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck is an interesting read. I've heard about this book and I've heard lots of good things. Definitely a good recommendation. I think it was in the New York Times best-selling books as well. So definitely a good idea. Unau Carabas, hello. That's very interesting. This last name, Carabas, is the last name of my friend, my Turkish friend, Gizem Carabas. That's her name. I have the last recommendation here for you. Let me just drink some water. We're almost at the end of this live, so that's why I'm not gonna call you here today, okay? But I just want to share one more recommendation with you, and we're gonna finish the live and come back at 3 p.m. because at 3 p.m. we will have a talent show here in which very talented people will come and sing, play songs for us. So come back at 3 p.m. okay? My last recommendation for you, if you want to practice your English as well, I don't think this book is available in other languages. I think it's only available in English, but it's very, very good. I'm going to show you the cover first, and then I explain what it's about. So that's the book, How to Get Away. Finding balance in our overworked, overcrowded, always on world. It's written by John and Pete, founders of The Getaway. Okay? So this book here, How to Get Away. Like, it's so good. So good, and I'm gonna explain you why. First of all, I want to show because you saw here that the writers are founders of The Getaway. What is Getaway? So Getaway is a business here in the US, and I'm gonna show you just so you have an idea what I'm talking about. Just a second. So there is this business here in the US called Getaway House. I don't know if you can see, but basically there are some cabins in the woods, cabins in nature, that people just go there to unplug from technology and from internet, and it's so cool. I went there, and that's when I got this book, because those writers, they are founders of this business, and they studied in Harvard college, so Harvard University. They studied there, and they opened this business for people to unplug from the internet and have some contact with nature. And here in this book, they teach you how to get away, how to find balance in this world that is always connected, is always on. We're always working. And some people live in the city and don't have a lot of contact with nature. So it's so interesting. They give you very nice tips and also an overview of what's going on in the world today. So a lot of people are addicted to technology, the same way people are addicted to sugar, addicted to cigars, same way people are addicted to drugs. People are addicted to technology and the internet. And don't get me wrong, this is not a bad thing. As you can see now, we are all in quarantine, and the internet is a great tool for us to stay connected, for us to get information, for us to get entertainment, but it's also it can also be something bad for your health if you don't have a balance, if you don't know when it's time to turn off your devices and focus on other things. So he talks a lot about this in this book. If you want to take a look, it's a very, very interesting subject that I personally love reading about. And after reading this book and after going to the getaway house, my life changed. I tried to do so many things in order to improve my quality of life, because I was always connected, spending 8 hours in my phone, and that can cause a lot of problems with your health, with your body, with your mind, memory, all of those things. And he talks about that in this book, okay? So those are my recommendations for today. Merhaba. Hello. I don't understand Turkish. I'm so sorry. I don't even know if you're talking Turkish, but I think so. And we will be back at 3 p.m. At 3 p.m. we will be back with a talent show. So if you have some free time today, please join us, because we will have some of our students playing and singing a song here. And we have some surprises for you. So just come back at 3 p.m. and we can talk more and we can connect and, you know, just get some positive energy, you know, because right now it's so difficult to stay at home and just listen to bad things. So please join us at 3 p.m., okay? Tia Gini, I miss you a lot. Thanks, Gabi, for all your recommendations. You are the best. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming today. Thanks for being here with us. Good days. I know you don't know Turkish, but I say for my friend doesn't matter. It's okay, no problem. Okay, everyone. So I'm gonna finish the live now, but we will be back at 3 here, Boston time. Okay, so right now it's 1:30 in Boston. I don't know what time it is in your city. In 1 hour and a half, we will be back. In 1 hour and a half for our talent show. And you're gonna listen to so many beautiful, amazing voices and people that have talent. Come back. I'm gonna wait for you, okay? See you later. Bye.